Hey guys, welcome to the Flash After Show, where we talk about each week's episode of The Flash. And today we're talking about Season 1, Episode 7, entitled Power Outage. And if you guys never watched my after shows, I basically write down the positives, the stuff I liked about the episodes, the negatives, stuff I didn't really like about the episode. And that's basically it. Now, Power Outage was basically about this metahuman called Blackout. And he's very angry at Dr. Wells. And so he's heading into Star Labs. He's trying to break in there to kill Dr. Wells. And obviously the Flash and crew have to stop him. That's basically the plot. So let's jump right into it. The positives. It opens where Dr. Wells is reporting Barry's progress to his futuristic computer thing. I just like moments like that with Wells and his computer interacting. And you get to find out a little bit more about what Wells knows about the future and what... We still don't know what his plan is yet, but we know he's up to something. So yeah. Then also Barry, he's walking down the street and some guy's gonna rob him, and Barry's just loving it. He's got a gun to him, and he's like, wait. Out of all the people in this city, you're choosing to rob me. Oh, this is great. This is awesome. I'm like, all right. He's a likable guy. Grant Gustin is Barry Allen. I mean, I like when he does stuff like that. It's very Peter Parker Spider-Man like to me. That's what it feels like. So, yeah. Joe is still worried about the Iris threat that he got in last week's episode, and I like this because it's consistent. Because a lot of television shows, there's a big threat. Like, okay, let's say Joe gets a threat at the end of last week's episode that he needs to stop, or Iris is going to die. But then by next week's episode, everything's totally fine, and there's nothing about the threat. And what I love about both Arrow and Flash is that it stays consistent. It never really forgets anything. And in this week's episode, it's only about a week later, and Joe is still worried about the Iris threat. So I really, really liked that. Wells is upset about how Barry's future has changed because Blackout. There's a moment where Blackout and Barry are kind of fighting, and Blackout just takes Barry's powers without realizing it. He doesn't know what he's doing, but he takes Barry's speed, and Wells immediately checks his computer, and the future has changed, and he's like, "Well, check it." And then the computer responds to, I checked it about 3,432 times. I'm like, well, I like the computer. I do. I wish I had a computer like that. But I did like that a lot. Again, that's the next positive on here, Blackout taking Barry's powers. I like this because it's a big problem for Barry. And I was curious to see how they were going to deal with that the rest of the episode. So... that got me excited. Wells is trying hard to make sure that Barry gets his future back. Like I said, about Wells, we still don't know what's going on with him. Ever since episode 1, we knew that he knows something, or he's trying, like, at the end of the pilot episode, I'm like, okay, well, he's a bad guy then. But then, throughout the series, we've been seeing moments where... Wells is protecting Barry against other people. Like in that one episode, he killed that one guy because he said he was going to go find the Flash and kill him. And he killed that guy. So we're like, okay, well, he wants to protect the Flash, but he also wants to make sure that the Flash actually disappears. What is going on with Wells? What does he know? What is he up to? And so, yeah, really, really like that. Blackout versus Tony. Yeah, Tony was the villain in last week's episode. He was Barry's bully from school. And Wells sets him free, and he's like, look, I need you to kill this guy. And you actually get to see a little bit of Blackout fighting Tony, and I thought, alright, that's awesome. That's actually pretty damn awesome, if you ask me. And then Wells is trying to be the hero. He's basically sacrificing himself to save Barry and the crew. And this, again, got me curious, because, like, okay, Wells is willing to die, because you don't know. Blackout could actually kill you. Alright? Um, yeah. He could actually kill you, and you're willing to sacrifice yourself. Basically changing the future, not from Barry's side, but from your side. So, and if you die, I'm pretty sure it's going to affect Barry, and something about the future is going to change, and he's just willing to risk it. Again, this gets me curious. What's going on with Wells? Um, Barry regaining his speed, of course, is on my positives list because I want to see him be the Flash. Um, so yeah, that was awesome. Um, Barry regaining his speed. I'm glad he got it back, and I'm glad I knew he was going to get it back at some point, but I'm glad he got it back in this episode, and you didn't have to worry about that when the next metahuman came along. Um, so yeah, negatives. The whole hostage situation. There's this guy who's basically holding up the police station, and he's got everyone who's in the building. He's got them hostage, and this includes Eddie and Iris and Joe. And the Flash is trying to get over there and save them, but he doesn't have the speed, and he's trying to stop Blackout, and there's all this shit going on. That whole the whole hostage situation side, to me, it kind of felt like it was just there to have something for Joe, Iris, and Eddie to do. It didn't, I didn't really see the connection between the guy, I don't know what his name is, but the guy who was holding up the police station and Blackout. At least if there was a connection between the two, I would probably accept it a little bit more, but it felt like that there was no connection to that whatsoever. It felt like, well, there's really no point to this. Except for the fact that, okay, Barry can't go save them. That was about the only thing I got out of it, is, Barry can't go save them, he has to deal with this. And Eddie gets shot and doesn't die. This is on my negatives because, I don't like Eddie. I don't like the character of Eddie. I just don't. There's something about the guy I just really can't stand. I really don't know what it is. I mean, there's really not much to his character that we know of so far. There is a possibility that he could be the Reverse Flash. I don't know. I didn't read the comics, and all you the people who read the Flash comics, I didn't read the Flash comics, know who the Reverse Flash is. And I have a feeling it could be Eddie, because Eddie does not like the Flash at all. I do know that time travel is involved with Reverse Flash, so maybe he went back to, I don't know, go kill Barry's mom or something for some reason. I don't know, but it could be Eddie. I just don't like the character of Eddie, so I was kind of upset that he didn't die. But whatever. So guys, what did you guys think of Season 1, Episode 7 of The Flash entitled Power Outage? Let me know in the comments below what you thought of it. And, yeah. That's all I can say for today. I'll see you guys in the next video.